For me, training's all about moving forward. I don't believe in being stuck in one place. I believe that once you've achieved something, you've got to keep pushing forward and go for bigger goals. Since I was about 12, I was training to compete in larger events. The Olympics is the top tier for me, and as soon as I found out it was done in London, I knew I had to get there. I mean, of course there are sacrifices that need to be made in order to aim for the best. There are things you need to miss out on in order to give yourself to the sport and to the training. When it comes down to it, there's a huge amount resting on simple decisions. Something as simple as like a mate texting me asking me to come out for a drink. I'd love to, but I have to turn it down because it'll completely ruin my chances. I don't want to think that little glass of beer has cost me my chances. Something as simple as lunch. I've got to make sure that everything I order fits into my diet plan, because there's no room for kebabs, because as with drink it'll ruin me. So I've got to stick to a strict routine. It's a sacrifice, but it's something I'm willing to make. When I was young, I used to watch all sorts of sports, and I'd imitate them in my living room, in my garden, whether it was swinging a bat, kicking a ball, that kind of thing. And eventually I thought, why not make them little living imitations of reality? Seeing people like Muhammad Ali really gives me that drive to win. His philosophies on training really transcend throughout sport, in the fact that the winning is done not at the event, but a long way from the event, in the gym. The training, the hard part, that is where the winning is done. There'll always be dangers such as injuries and stuff, and that's something, if they happen, they happen. You can't do anything about it. You've got to just overcome them and do your best to recover and do your best to train even harder. To be host nation this year is massive, and to be able to compete is beyond words. All I can do is give my best. You will struggle to get yourself ready for the day, and you will struggle when the day comes.
How important are these World Championships when the Olympics are right around the corner?
It's definitely a great preparation race. I mean, nobody's qualifying yet, and everybody's still going for points to get that last spot. And to have a good result here and to show something at the World Championships basically shows what you got for the Olympics. So it'll be a great race.
So how do you feel that the championships are preparing you for the Olympic Games?
I felt good. I mean, I've had a few injuries in the past like half a year or so, and a couple major ones. But preparation feels good, and I feel great for this race.
And obviously the races have been great this week, but what do you think of the crowd in Birmingham over these championships?
Oh, it's great. It's almost one of the best crowds I've ever seen. I mean, stands are packed and fans are yelling, so it's the best crowd you could ask for in a BMX race.
How are these championships preparing you for the Olympics then?
Well, this is the last big race that we get to race everybody before the Olympics, so it's yeah, like I said, most of the selections goes on that, so that's what we're here for.
And obviously the race has been great this week, but what do you think of the crowd in Birmingham, the atmosphere?
Yeah, it's really good. Indoor is always a really good race, really fun race to race because it's indoors, it's super loud in there, and yeah, they seem pretty noisy, which is what we want.
So do you feel that with the track and the arena and kind of the show that Birmingham's put on, that it's been a worthy host for the World Championships this year?
Yeah, it's been fantastic. The venue's great, the track's great, all the spectators are great, so I'm really enjoying it.
How important are these World Championships with the Olympics right around the corner?
Oh, I think it's massive. I think just from a home rider nation sort of thing, it's good to see where we're at, but also yeah, I mean, everyone's going to be going fast this Olympic year, so everyone's going to be peaking for this.
So how do you think these championships are properly preparing you for the Olympics?
Well, I think our riders kind of see it as a good training tool for one thing, but also, again, like I said, to see where you're at against other nations who are going to be going fast this year.
How important are these World Championships with the Olympics right around the corner?
Very important, obviously. There's a fair bit of tension in and around the place for selection. I don't know what it's like in other countries, but certainly in Australia, the world titles actually picks our team. If you get on the podium at an elite level, that pretty much books you a ticket, and there's a whole selection criteria after that that puts these guys into contention.